Hello everybody, welcome back to the Movie Cave. I hope you guys are ready for today's video. What are we ranking today? Well, I'll tell you, you sexy people. We are ranking the entire Chucky franchise. All 8 movies, ranking them from the worst to the best, seeing if you guys agree with my opinions. Now, guys, remember, I don't have the right opinions, they're just my opinions, and I know that you won't agree with any of them. So, with that said, let's get straight in to the video. And in last place, we have Child's Play 3. This movie is not good to me. It's really bad. I would rather watch Rob Zombie's Howling 2, both cuts, one after another, over and over again, and then watch Friday the 13th Part 5 A New Beginning twice, and then Freddy's Dead The Final Nightmare 6 times after that. I would rather do all of that than sit through this movie once, because nobody was likable. Now, this is usually where I'd say, except for this person, but seriously, nobody was likable to the point where I'm rooting for Chucky the entire movie. The cast was dull, the story was absolute torture, I hate the military setting because it's so stereotypical and awful, and I hate the ending where Chucky does the chant for like a minute and doesn't even succeed. It's stupid when you see how fast he does the chant in Child's Play 1 and Child's Play 2, and for the rest of the movies, to Child's Play 3, it takes so long that it sounds like he's gone through the chant 3 times already. And then with Andy getting arrested for no reason whatsoever is annoying. Good to this film? There is nothing. Good night, everybody. I guess you need more than that, Your Majesty. Brad Dourif is still voicing Chucky, so that's always a good thing. And the opening scene was good until we get to the military setting. Overall, I really hate this movie, and that's why it's in last place. And in 7th place, we have Seed of Chucky. Why? Like, the story is so bizarre. Listen, I can respect it because it tried to do something different. I just don't think it succeeds. I hate how this movie 100% completely turned Chucky into a comedy. Though some of the jokes are funny, they took a lot of the horror elements out. Seriously, the only reason you can still call it a horror movie is because number 1, the kills, and number 2, the gore. Chucky is just a comedy in this movie, and it makes the movie feel childish. You get it? Because, the whole entire movie is about, Chucky having a kid, so it's a seed of Chucky. Chucky has a kid, but I'm saying that, since it's like a comedy, the movie kind of seems childish, but, the movie's about, like, a kid. Just forget it. Just forget it.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I love bringing back Jennifer Tilly, and Brad Dourif is always a good thing. Chucky's death was cool, however the ending is very confusing, and the opening titles are pretty gross. Overall, this movie is still watchable, unlike Child's Play 3, but it's still not that good, and that's why it's in 7th place. And in 6th place, we have Child's Play the remake from 2019. Thinking of Chucky, this movie should be in last place, because it's #NotMyChucky. But the way I take it, to me, it's not a Chucky movie. This movie isn't a voodoo-possessed children's doll from the 1980s who loves to kill people. This remake is a tampered with robot.
What? You think I'm a robot?
Sorry, a walking Alexa. Since I don't count it as a Chucky movie, I really enjoy this movie. It's not amazing, but it's good. I think the humor was great and Chucky was adorable. Oh my goodness. Like, I want one. But I'll tell you what else I want. Aubrey Plaza. Like, oh my gosh, people, we are talking about one of the most sexiest actresses of all time. The story was good and very entertaining. The kills were very creative and cool. I love the music, however the movie can get boring at times. So the movie isn't bad, but it's also not the greatest film ever, and that's why it's in 6th place. And in 5th place we have Cult of Chucky. Okay, so this movie is good. I won't say great because I feel like it could have been better. However, what holds this movie back for me is the ending, because it ends on a massive cliffhanger, which for some cliffhangers, I'm fine with them. But this one is so big, it hasn't been resolved yet. And the movie came out in 2017, for crying out loud. The movie just leaves a lot of unanswered questions. On the plus side, Brad Dourif is still Chucky. The humor was great.
I never felt so alive! Yeah, well, you've been alive for like 2 minutes.
Hiya, Doc.
I just can't with this guy. I don't know whether to kill him or just take notes.
I see things.
Aren't you the crazy bitch I talked to last night on the phone?
Sometimes I hear things too.
Okay, lady. You know what? You're next. I'm gonna be right back.
It's not a comedy like Bride or Seed, but it's balanced. It's still horror with a few jokes every now and then, and it works. Also, Fiona Dourif is one of the most sexiest actresses of all time. Just look at that face. Beautiful. The kills were great. Andy vs. Chucky was short but fun. I love the inclusion of Jennifer Tilly and Alex Vincent. Sure, I would have liked to see more Andy, but oh well. It was still great every time he's on screen. And the post-credit scene where Kyle shows up is one of the greatest things ever. Overall, I like this movie, but I would rather watch my top 4. And in 4th place, we have Bride of Chucky. Okay, so the movie isn't bad, but it's not great either. I wasn't a fan of the story, and I don't like how this movie basically turned Chucky to a comedy. Now, I'll admit, some of the jokes are funny.
It was buried with my corpse in Hackensack, New Jersey.
All right, let's go.
Oh, sure. I'll steer and you can work the pedals.
We're dolls, you dope!
Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
Shut up!
You shut up.
But don't turn the movie into a complete comedy. However, Brad Dourif is still Chucky, so that's always a good thing. Also, John Ritter is in this. You know, John Ritter? Like, come on, people. It's John Ritter. John Ritter! The song Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie is amazing, and I love the bed mirror kill. But besides that, the main characters are tough to watch because they're fine to get married and then immediately start blaming each other as a murderer. And then they're like, I love you, and then they're like, you're crazy! Jennifer Tilly is a nice inclusion. However, there is a doll sex scene. What the plomps. We did not need that, but whatever, I guess. Overall, the movie is just there for me, and that's why it's in 4th place. And in 3rd place, we have Curse of Chucky. This movie brought Chucky back to its roots in the horror genre, and it's a nice refresher after Child's Play 3 took a dump on the franchise and Bride and Seed turned Chucky into a comedy. I love the story, the cast was good, and the music was great. I love the kills, the fact that they brought back Alex Vincent as Andy and Jennifer Tilly as Tiffany was amazing. Brad Dourif is still playing Chucky, so that's always a good thing. And again, Fiona Dourif is one of the most sexiest actresses of all time. I mean, just look at that face. Beautiful! Also, even though I'm not that big of a fan of Child's Play 3 or Bride and Seed, I do like how they still bring up those movies in some way, whether it's seeing Andy's military diploma from 3, or Chucky's scars and Jennifer Tilly from Bride and Seed. The backstory of seeing how the original started was awesome. Now I've heard some people say that it makes no sense, so the way I take it is it's either one of two things. Number one, either Chucky called Eddie and told him he needs a pickup quick, let's meet at this place. Or number two, Eddie was gonna help Chucky pick up Barbie. Anyway, I love this movie and that's why it's in third place. And in second place we have Child's Play, the original from 1988. Alright, so take this placement with a pinch of salt, because my first and second place switch all the time. Like, I have the original Child's Play movie at my number 2 spot now, but by next month it might be in first. Give it another month and it will be back in second. It's insane to me how the animatronics look. Just the way Chucky moves. Oh my goodness, it's so realistic. As if the doll was really possessed. The story was great. The cast was phenomenal with names like Brad Dourif. Andy is one of the most adorable child actors in all of cinema to me.
Alright, good guys. That's our good guys show for today. But don't go away, because we've got a very important good guy message just for you.
Hi, good guys. Boy, have I got news for you. Now you can have your very own good guy doll. That's right. You can have all the...
Wow!
Every good guy has a name all his own, so he can be your very own best friend. So remember to tell Mom and Dad you want a good guy. Perfect for birthdays or just any old time. And remember, you can buy all of...
What time is it, Eddie? Wake up!
30, it's only 6:30 in the morning. Oh.
But it's a beautiful day outside, see?
It certainly is. How long you been up, birthday boy?
Since forever.
I love the dialogue, and the movie has one of the best horror movie theme songs of all time. Now, I do think the movie goes a little overboard with the I'm not dead yet moments from Chucky, but besides that, I love this movie, and that's why it's in second place. And in first place, we have Child's Play 2. So again, while 2 is in first now, it might be in second next month. Because by far, both 1 and 2 are on the same level. But the reason Child's Play 2 is in first place at the moment is because just like the second Creed movie, I like already knowing Andy, what he went through in the first film, and Chucky is back right away instead of being halfway through the first one to finally see Chucky at his best. I love the story, the cast was great, the foster sibling relationship between Andy and Kyle is awesome and so adorable. I love the theme song. Also, the humor was amazing.
Floor it!
Get real, this is a station wagon.
I love these things. What's your name, buddy?
Chucky.
What the hell's that?
You seen dolls that pee? This one bleeds.
You goddamn women drivers!
Because it wasn't over the top like Bride and Seed, but it also wasn't as toned down like the original and Curse. It was perfectly balanced. The whole scene with the cop pulling over Kyle and Chucky is the funniest part to the whole movie to me. And the ending in the factory was really cool. However, just like the original, I feel like they go way over the top with the I'm not dead yet moments from Chucky. But besides that, this movie is great, and that's why it's in first place. So guys, that was the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Please go subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Make sure that you hit that bell notification so you always know of when I post videos. Also, comment down below what you want to see next, and also comment down below what your ranking is. I'd love to see how you would rank the films. Also, share this video with everybody that you know, because that would be great. With that said, make sure that you stick around for the next video. I've already started working on it. You're not going to want to miss it. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.